Hello, hello, and welcome back to Password. We'll be continuing Roswell's route? Yeah. Please tell me if anyone's favorite character is Roswell. Genuinely curious. I know I keep asking this every time I continues Roswell's route, but no one ever says anything, so what am I left to do other than to think that no one likes this character? Right, this day it's basically like the night, like 21's night and 22's daytime, that there's a lot of character difference. Although I wasn't the only hungry one, it seems, Roswell's stomach growling next to me hinted that maybe he too was ready for breakfast, although hadn't woken up yet. I slowly got up and let the feeling return to my fingers as I thought about the dream I had. Or maybe not a dream, but it sure was something. Good morning. Roswell mimicked how I sat up and stretched out his fingers as well, rubbing his eyes. Did you sleep well? Pretty well. Don't think I had any strange dreams, so I must have been really tired. Though, kinda ready for breakfast. Me too, don't worry. How did you sleep, oh boyfriend of mine? Me? That's a strange question. Not that strange, really. You just asked me the same question. Not like that, just... Oh, that volume looks really low. Sorry, I'll fix that real quick. There we go. Not like that, just I'm not sure how I slept. I was asleep, right? I think so. Only you'd know, though, given I just woke up. Yeah. Ready to head downstairs? I think so. I need some coffee in me and then maybe a bagel. Just a bagel? Maybe some scrambled eggs. Are you sure that's the line you want to follow that up with? Hey, I like eggs. Nothing wrong with that. You go get those eggs. You're not coming? I'll meet you downstairs. I want to have a shower first to see if that takes some of the aches in my muscles away. Oh, sure. I'll make sure the coffee is ready too for when you're downstairs. Okay. Oh, Roswell got there pretty quick, didn't he? Right, he's in the kitchen. Right, though. Does he have any unique dialogue? Come on, Roswell. Is it really only, like, Tyson and Dean that had, like, unique dialogue? Huh. Interesting. Oh. No, I don't like that. As much as I appreciate the sentiment, Dave, you and I both know that everyone present, Roswell is the most suitable. I struggled to fight against what Oswin was implying, especially given what I'd promised only the day before. But Roswell thinks that's sweet, that you care. No, still just going. Okay. I'm sure they have a lot to talk about at night, so we'll have something. Okay. Welcome back. I looked across to Roswell, sitting there calmly on the bed, the bag of marshmallows next to him. Hey. How are you feeling? Aside from the blood and stuff, I mean. Confused, tired, where am I? My room. Thanatos was wandering around and asked for Dean to retrieve you from downstairs. I'd have offered, but I'm not exactly strong enough to carry you myself. So you know where I was? What I was doing?
Specifics? No, but I had a hunch.
Well, I wasn't all that it wasn't all that important, really.
Nothing of interest. Nothing of interest learned at all.
I think I just need time to think things through. Dom showed up, plus what's going to happen in a couple days. Roswell nodded slowly, shifting the bag of marshmallows over to me, and I took one, squishing it gently between my fingers and thumb.
It's a lot, huh?
I feel trapped. I feel like we're trapped.
We're not really. There's at least two ways out, but
But
with neither being certain, we can't aim for the best case scenario of everyone getting out alive. It's not realistic.
so you want to aim for less? That doesn't seem right.
Sorry, that's not what I meant. What I meant is,
He trailed off, scratching his head and coming up short.
I suppose I don't know what I meant. I just know that there isn't a situation currently present to us that facilitates us all safely getting out.
If you're trying to make me feel better, it's not working.
What would make you feel better? Is there anything I can do?
I shook my head, opting to put the marshmallow into my mouth and shifting so I was sitting on the edge of the bed. From there, I stood up and felt the aches in my body from where I'd fallen down.
Are you going to take a shower?
Yeah, I can't smell anything except blood right now. Then we should probably find out what's happening with dinner, right?
Oh, you missed dinner. You were out for hours.
No.
I could go get you a sandwich if you want. And that's all we had, otherwise.
Shaking my head and continued over to the bathroom and carefully peeled off what I was wearing. It's alright. I think I'll just take a shower and go from there.
Sure, okay.
Roswell?
What?
Things are going to turn out okay, right? For you?
Don't worry, Dave. I'll be fine.
I took a shower, and when I came out, Roswell was still sitting on the bed, though he'd changed into his pajamas. Just looking at him comfortable made me a little jealous, and I wandered over, slightly groggy from the heat, and not being able to smell blood anymore. And as I got closer, he pulled back the covers and I slipped in, my head feeling heavy the moment it hit the pillow. I was asleep shortly after. After I saw him start to make his way to the other side of the bed, but deep down I could feel his hand take mine as a sign that things would be all right, if only for now. Okay. As I looked to Roswell, he seemed to be in the middle of having a nightmare, a face scrunched up and twitching every now and again, to the point it was bordering on thrashing. Roswell? Placing a hand on his shoulder, it seemed to help keep him still, but his expression was pained, and he remained asleep. His breathing was hard, tearing at the corners of his eyes. He looked uncomfortable, but clenched the blanket close to him at the same time. I placed a hand on his forehead, on a hunch, and realized immediately I had no idea how to tell if someone had a fever. He felt warm enough, so maybe he was just sick, or maybe he ran cold down he ran cold, wondering if this was it, if Roswell was going to die while I watched. But then he opened his eyes slowly, focusing on me gradually and speaking in almost a whisper.
Dave?
Are you okay? You look like you were having a bad dream.
Yeah, I'm okay now. Just so tired.
Did you want to sleep more? He went to say something, but I just watched as his eyes closed and and he fell right back asleep. It was worrying seeing him like this, but there wasn't much I could do. At the very least, it seemed as though he wasn't having another nightmare. As I got dressed and headed downstairs, Roswell needed the additional rest, and the both of us could do well with a cup of coffee, or Roswell would when he was up and about. Dean had the right idea, as he was outside already enjoying a cup, and I figured I'd prioritize getting one for myself. Okay, so Dean's just always out there. That sounds cozy, though. Being out on the balcony, like, having a cup of whatever. Okay. I look across the bookcase Thanatos was pointing to, the one leading into the study. Without thinking, I wandered over and reached out for the book that would open it and caught Thanatos smirking. Frowning, I opened the way forward and continued in when he directed me onwards. It's somewhere in here? I left Thanatos on the desk and had a little look around. It looked no different to the last time I was here, the noticeable exception being the lack of Roswell.
It sure is. It's a wonder Roswell didn't find it. Or Haas, for that matter.
Haas has been in here too?
Yep.
When?
Recently. Not that he did much. Just found the room, had a look around, and left.
Aside from the books and the other little trinkets, nothing seemed to imply that it'd be something I'd missed, or something left out in the open. Okay. The picture's still cute, though. Where is he? I want to see him. Okay. What a good conversation, right? His eyes dipped down briefly on his hand, seemingly realizing something the moment he suggested. Guess it'd just be the two of us now, anyway. The implication was clear, knowing full well that Roswell wasn't likely going to be in a position to come with us depending when we left, or even how long after his passing would even be appropriate to go on vacation. Oh, he's the best choice. He's just the best choice. Benson Route 1. There we go. All right. Well, we'll do the don't look at these dates. Don't look at these dates. No, don't look at the wait. There we go. There's a. I was like, what happened to the Sally Boys route? This is the right one, right? Yeah, it's been like months. It's been a hot minute. I can't believe when I did the votes for the order I would do like the last 3 routes in, you all had Sal be last. Tisk tisk. He's so good. He's such a good boy. And you all just let him be in the last place. Like, come on. He's so cute. The watermelon scene, blessed. For the briefest of moments, I thought that my stomach was still rumbling, but it was just the crocodile acting as my mattress that was happily vibrating in his sleep. I settled back down briefly and considered what my dream had been, or maybe it wasn't a dream at all, but a memory. Where the line was drawn was confusing at best, but just as I was considering asking Thanatos about it, Sal stirred. "Good morning." He yawned, and I got a good view of how big his mouth was. "Did you sleep well?" I was leaning back now, staring at him wide-eyed. "What?" "I know you joked about fitting my head inside your mouth, but, Oh. Sorry. No, it's alright. Just, well, I'm absolutely awake now. Without coffee. Coffee will still happen. I'll get up and make some soon. Sal rumbled as I slid off him, so I could sit up beside him. Ready to head downstairs?
Almost. Sleeping in for once was okay. For once was nice. But I feel like I should brush my teeth before heading downstairs.
Your breath doesn't smell that bad.
It should be minty.
Before breakfast, though?
My mouth feels unpleasant either way.
Should I wait, or...?
No. You go on ahead. I won't be long.
I got up, but it seemed as though Sal was content to lay in bed for a little bit longer as I started to get ready. But once he was out of bed, he wandered over to the bathroom, and I took that as my cue to get the coffee going. Okay. Just we go, right? He's in the museum. Got anything to say, Sal? Got anything? Nope? Okay. Unfortunate. I assume Sal will not have much going for him. On these 2 days, anyway. Mm-hmm. Ah, poor Sal. Like, he's real cute, but I feel like weirdly the least happens in his route. I think, like, him and Dean compete for, like, the least happening. Pushing myself up, I tried to figure out where I was. One of the bedrooms was about as much as I... Wait. One of the bedrooms as much as I could tell, but beyond that, it was hard to say. It was clean, so that ruled out Tyson or Roswell. I couldn't see any plaid, so that ruled out Dean. Sal stepped out of the bathroom, locking eyes with me and wondering what he should say or do. My throat felt scratchy, but after clearing my throat, I shifted so I was sitting at the edge of the bed. How long was I out?
A while. Long enough, hours probably.
That long? How did I get here?
Dean carried you upstairs. Almost had a fight with Tyson for it, but they settled on leaving you with me anyway.
Okay.
Did you want anything to eat? A shower, maybe?
Yeah, a shower sounds great. All I can smell is blood.
And food.
I'm guessing it's dinner time?
You missed dinner. But that's alright. You didn't miss much. Just sandwiches.
Ah, gotcha. He wandered closer, lightly petting my head.
Why were you unconscious downstairs anyway? Did something happen?
Oh, did you use... Okay. I shook my head, and he breathed out a sigh of relief. Although, I still don't feel great about it. In 2 days, we're just...
going to face this all again.
Right. Sal reached out for my hands, and I took them. I held on as he helped me to my feet, and he let his hands fall away.
It's not going to be easy, but this is something we can talk about as a group once everyone has had a chance to think things over. You, however, should get cleaned up. I could get you a snack if you want.
Thanks, Sal.
But before I go, I want you to tell me if you're alright or not.
I'm okay now. Tired, but I'm okay. He gave me another look before nodding and heading to the door. I went to my shower, and Sal was there with a sandwich when I got out. He watched me eat, then we cuddled for a bit on the bed, him running his hand along my back, as I rested on his front and just thinking about how the day went. In 2 days, we'd be going through this again, and the few looks I exchanged with Sal in the dark told me deep down he was worried about it too. Not that there was anything to be done about it, but taking comfort in the safety we gave each other, we soon fell asleep. Okay.
Dave.
I turned to watch Sal sit up in the bed, yawning widely before rubbing his eyes.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Did you sleep well?
I slept. I think I am awake, right? I feel that. Sal ran his claw through the fur on my head gently, and nodding, he pulled away to get out of the bed and stretched. What about you? How'd you sleep?
Well enough.
Is it yesterday?
No, it's today.
No, I mean, did you not sleep well because of what happened yesterday? He shook his head.
I said no. It's about today.
He looked me over with a slight tilt of his head, and he finished getting dressed.
What happened yesterday was a lot, but it's today that has me worried. Can we believe Dominic? Can we really be alright with the plan for what's happening tomorrow?
Right, yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I suppose we'll see how everyone is holding up once we're all awake.
Sal waited for me to get dressed and headed downstairs. Upon seeing Sal stop, I turned to see what he was looking at, to find Dean standing outside with a cup of coffee. Wordlessly, Sal motioned for me to continue on without him, before he changed directions toward the back door. Before he opened the door, he flashed me a quick smile, before joining Dean, leaving me to get coffee of my own. Is Sal the only one to walk with you? Like, down here? I think so. Huh. What a gentleman. Oh, okay. Whoops. Took my hand off the thingy thing. No, we're still going. Okay, so this shouldn't be any different. It was really only Haas and Roswell's routes that had slightly different dialogue there. I wonder if Oswin will say anything different regarding Sal. Or did that already happen? Whoops, I'm mind gone. Always is, though. I wouldn't exactly say my mind is head empty. It's more arguably too much happening. And so I stall. Oh, okay. You know, I'm surprised nothing different happened on Roswell's day. Like, there was no different dialogue for that on, you know, the day with Roswell there, right there at the end. But yeah, this was nice. These updates were good. These two, since I had to catch up. I know one of the updates was for, what, Route F? Is that what we're on now? Of the one bad timeline? Maybe eventually I'll do that. I don't know. I want to play it. But, you know, games are stacking up. Updates are stacking up. Things are doing the thing, right? Anyway, I'll see you all around.